Tablets are always in an odd category, right? They're not as essential as a smartphone, they're not as essential as a laptop, they're kind of an extra and they're very, very niche. But one brand that makes tablets I really like is Huawei, and today we have the Huawei MatePad 12X. I want to show you everything that's in the box. I want to discuss the tablet. I want to show you as many features as I can, and let's kind of have a conversation about whether it's worth spending the money on this or not. So this is the tablet itself. We've got this nice green color. It's a little darker in real life. It's about that much. I'm trying to keep my lights away from shining on it. You've got the magnetic connectors for the case. It's got a nice slim body. I cannot complain too much about this body. It really looks nice, almost flush camera bezel over there. So yeah, no major problems on the body as such. It's the display that is the, let's say, the champ here, because this is their ultra paper matte display. This is 12 inches. As you can see now, obviously there are some fingerprints here because I have been using this, but guess what? In the box, you get one of these, which is their cleaning cloth. So it does a really good job of cleaning the tablet and getting it nice and clean. But before we kind of continue with the tablet and its specs, let me just show you the keyboard. So this is the keyboard. You can see this, it's got designed by Huawei. It's got the Neuralink tag, so very easy to connect. And all you have to do is pop that in there. You've got two levels, one here, and you're good to go. Keyboard is nice to type on. There's a good amount of key travel. It could have been a little wider, but yeah, that's the keyboard for now. And then also inside the box, we have obviously the charging cable. This is a Type A to Type C. I don't know why we haven't moved to Type C to Type C yet, but we also get a 66-watt charger in the box, which has Type C as well as Type A. And then you've got this bad boy. Now this is the new Huawei, focus please. This is the new Huawei M Pen Pro, and it's got a whole range of new nice little features I want to talk about. But one cool thing is you also get two more tips inside this. Now all this is going to be part of the pre-order package for the MatePad 12X, but you've got two tips as well. Now, one tip is primarily for writing. I will give you more details on that in a minute. And one is the generic one, and then one is the one that comes on top of it. I'll give you the exact names in just a minute. But moving away from the what's in the box, let's jump into the tablet itself. All right, here we have the display itself. This is a 12-inch display, which they call the Ultra Clear Paper Matte display. This is a 2800 by 1840 resolution, 140 Hertz, so that's great if you're gaming or watching videos and stuff like that. We've got a peak brightness of 1000 nits. Now, obviously, I will not be able to show that to you here, but it does get decently bright. And then we've also got various other features, including the P3 color wide gamut, HDR, and so on and so forth. The main thing here to sort of enjoy with this display is the fact that, if I just take this off, now the anti-reflective coating on this display is what is to be enjoyed the most. I mean, look at this. Just for your understanding, this is a regular display, and that's what that looks like over here, right? So if I do the same thing with this, let's do it with the screen off actually. This is what it looks like, and that is phenomenal, right? I think that is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that anti-glare display is basically why you are looking to get a Huawei tablet. Now, as far as weight is concerned, it's not too heavy. It's only about 550 grams. So not light, but also not like it's going to be too bulky in your bag. Now let's come to the new M Pen Pro by Huawei. It comes, like I said, with three different tips. I'm not sure where my focus is going to work. Basically, it comes with three different types of tips. Now I'm trying to find the best way possible to show this to you. But the first tip is what Huawei calls the painting tip, right? Now, this is the one that comes preloaded on the pencil itself. This one is the small font writing, right? So if you want it primarily for writing and in small fonts, this is the tip you want to use. And this is the regular writing tip. So, I mean, listen, in all honesty, I've used this particular tip many times before and it works awesome. But this small writing tip does interest me. I would like to try this out at some point. Maybe we will today during the review as well. Let's see. But apart from that, this also has another nifty little feature is where this tip is finally a button. So you see here, you've got this little tip and you click it and I've got my notes going on over there. So let's say we start a new note here. Now you've got a few features. One of them obviously is the pinch feature. So I pinch, I get a menu over there as you can see, right? And then obviously you've got writing features. So let's say I type over here in my handwriting. Yeah. Now you can also take the lasso and improve on the handwriting. So you even get font choices over here. So you can do that as well. But that pinching also obviously works out when it comes to painting. So I can, this is a little thing I made, which is here. And now if I click there, I have this as well. Now, obviously the other thing is that you've got your various choices as far as your pens and so on are concerned. So let's just say I go down to the, no, wait, not elements. Let's say I go down to the synthetic brush. Now, one cool thing here obviously is that as you twist, it can twist along with you. It can maintain that smoothness, which is obviously great for artists and stuff like that. I don't have even 3 ways to prove to you that this is awesome. But if this is something that impresses you, yes, it is definitely something worth moving. It is smooth. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. So if we switch over to this camera, and I can promise you that it is very smooth. So drawing with it is easy. You have this nice sort of texture and feel. So it's not as coarse as paper, which is what a lot of people are looking for, but it's not as smooth as regular displays as well. So from that perspective, kind of it's your choice where you go with this. But on the overall, I really like the displays. Funny enough, I actually think I can say this, they used to be smoother earlier. They have become a little more coarse, which is really nice. So I'm not like, that's something that really makes me happy. But apart from that, just a few final things on the display. If we, let me silence the volume so I don't get flagged on YouTube. But if we come here and check out one of these trailers. Now, this is a nice display. Like, I really like, and like, see, again, if we talk about the reflective part, that's what that would look like, even with a bright source behind it, which I think is really nice. But this display is really good. I genuinely like the matte feel of the display. I like how clear it is. Now, obviously, you do lose a bit because it doesn't have that glossy effect, but I like this display. All right, so obviously it's a tablet review. We're going to discuss a whole bunch about the display. But that being said, there's one little Huawei thing that you should know, which is that was played on YouTube and it worked perfectly. Installing it was super easy. All you have to do is go down the Huawei gallery, and the first time that you put it up, it'll ask you to if it's okay to install these 2 services, MicroG as well as Micro Companion, and that's pretty much it. And once those are on, you can download anything you want. So for example, let's go and let's type Google here, and let's just take out any one of the apps. So Google, actual Google will install, Google Chrome, no problem whatsoever. And apart from that, you also have a whole load of apps that are already there. So like I just installed CapCut. For us in the UAE, we've got Botim, your Snapchat, all those apps are not a problem at all. Now, I'm not saying that you will face that it's a flawless experience. I'm pretty sure there'll be some issues. Everyone faces various issues, mostly linking to notifications. But considering this is a tablet, I don't think it's that big an issue. I leave that to you to decide whether you can manage with that or not. Now let's come to the, let's say, laptop part of things, because that's where, in my opinion, like it gets decently interesting. But let's say I open up WPS. Now, first thing to note is that the WPS app is, WPS, of course, WPS Office. Now this app is free to use, always on, really nice. You can do everything from your presentations to your, basically it's an office app. So you've got all docs, Word, wait, that is Word, Excel, and PowerPoint all on it. Now, let's say you were there and I, of course, and I opened this up and I want to now open up a second app as well. Let's say I want to watch YouTube while I'm making some notes. All I have to do is move that here, click this, then I can also extend this size as I want, or I can hold down here, and move it to the side. And you've got multitasking happening. Now you can adjust that as per your liking. So you can do that. And of course, you've got floating windows as well. So suppose I want a third one, all I do is click here, all I do is click here and then open up that combination again. And it should have worked, but okay, you've got a floating window there as well. So yeah, you've got that too. All right, then on the front, we've got a 8 megapixel camera up top here, which is basically for your calls and things like that. And then you've got the 50 megapixel camera on the back, which would be great for scanning of documents. I did try it and it worked really well. But yeah, obviously, again, tablets, so cameras aren't the biggest priority in the moment. Now, last and final, how much is this for? The Huawei MatePad 12X is for 1,999 dirhams. Do I think these tablets are worth it? Yeah, I think that Huawei makes some really nice solid tablets and you have to get a hand feel for them to see how nice they feel. Are they the best options in the market at this price range? Not really. Get them on offer so you save a bunch of money, but their anti-glare tech is some of the nicest I have seen on tablets right now. That much I can say extremely confidently. But anyway, if you don't know me, my name is Danesh. This is Dan Talks. I love talking about tech all day long. Sometimes I drop in cars and a few other things as well. But if you would like this video, don't forget to comment. Let's jump down there. Let's talk about what you think about the Huawei MatePad 12X. And if you have any other questions, do let me know. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.